Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday, the 7th of March. A 28-degree morning. I think it made it up to freezing now. I think it's at freezing. Abby out there roaming around. By the looks of it, it's supposed to be really nice today. I don't know what the temperature is going to get to. I think about the same as what it was the weekend, but like the weekend, this fog is going to burn off. It'll be clear. That fog will be burned off by the time we hit the freeway, I guarantee you. It's just part of living up here. All right, welcome to Monday. Mama, it is downright foggy out here this morning. Holy moly. At least the roads aren't wet. Literally a couple miles down the road.
Yeah, got out of the fog.
Got out of the fog. Yeah, well, it's all nice and pretty out here, Mama.
Very good.
God almighty. Well, have yourself a wonderful Monday.
You too.
Hopefully the sun stays out.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I bet you it does. And I'll see you as the day goes on.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Mama.
All right.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, babe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah, dang, I see the sky. Where'd this come from? This is a long-time customer of ours. They've gone through, I don't know how many Spyders. I know we had if you guys remember, him and his wife went to Missouri and picked up one of Le Monster's, actually I think it was his wife's, F3S that was heavily modified. And he traded that in last year sometime for this Sea to Sky. Nice choice. I don't know when we're going to start seeing our Spyders. One of those things, there's just delays. I don't know any details. I just know there's delays. Need to hurry it up quick, because you get days like this, people start thinking about their new Spyders and stuff like that. Heater grip's gotta go off. So anyway, he had a little bit of a mishap, kind of damaged some stuff up on around the right front radiator, so I fixed that. And the RO, you know, it's written down, it says do an inspection on it for a pre-trip inspection. It says, and check the oil on it. So the oil, I mean, it looks good. It's nice and, you know, typical BRP oil. You know, it looks and feels great. Level's good. And anyway, so I look, and the last service was, well, he's got about 4,000 miles left on the oil change until the next recommended change. You know, if you're on a trip, you're generally going down the freeway. It's the easiest you could ever be on the oil. You know, you can go over if you go if you're going on a trip. It's mostly freeway stuff or easy riding, not a bunch of stop and go, you know, commuting type stuff. And his rear tire is just touching the 50% bar. And I even thought in the back of my head, what kind of trip? And I'm going, well, the tire will last until the next oil change. Who goes on more than a 4,000 mile trip? Man, I'm writing all my notes. I fill out my safety sheet. And I flip it over in the computer generated version of the RO, where, you know, you put your final notes and stuff in there. I flipped that thing over. Well, in the computer generated one, it says they're going on a 6-week or 6-month, I don't know which, trip for about 10,000 miles. I think it's a 6-week trip. Well, the oil's not going to last that long. The tire's not going to last that long. So I know these folks will do both. But, you know, the thing's been sitting down there while I was doing little bit of crash repair stuff there, and don't dive in front of me, boy. The old meter reader will get smoked. But anyway, so that's not going to last 10,000 miles. The tire's not going to last. The oil's not going to last. So I thought, well, I need to test ride it anyway. So it's been sitting down there for a couple, 3 hours. The oil's done cooled off. I need to take it for a test ride anyway. Make sure there's no other damage from his little mishap. And just make sure everything's cool. But I'm pretty sure a tire and a oil change is coming its way. I can't do the tires. Man, I explained that the other day, so bless her heart, she goes, well, I'll bring the oil change kit and the tire down to you. I said, well, hold on, because our tire machine is messed up down there. So yeah, I said, you can save it on the tire. I says, man, I just can't do that tire. Our I don't know what's going on, but our pump is not holding the amount of pressure. Our water pump at home is not holding the kind of pressure it should be. So crawling around dealing with that, man, I had a rough night's sleep. Tweaked myself somehow wrong, and they're doing that. I'm like, great. I was telling Kelly last night, I said, man, crawling around messing with that thing, I did something to my back. Boy, I woke up this morning like, whoa. That's when you gotta be real easy on what you do. You think about everything, every move, anything you're gonna pick up, any big torque you're gonna put on a torque wrench, you just mind your P's and Q's, or yeah, you can get hurt. Well, dragging a wheel and a tire off of this thing would do me in. I hate having to tell somebody I can't do the tire, because, you know, you're just admitting you're an old broke down geezer, you know. But I learned a long time ago, you know, I used to just not say anything and dive right in. You know, I've gotten to a point I go, and you know, it's not worth the pain. You know, it usually lasts up to a couple of weeks of just severe pain, and then all of a sudden it just kind of goes away, and a few months later you do something else dingy and set your bike off, or your back off. As you can see, it continued to stay nice out here. Gotta love that. Shows it 61 degrees out here. Yeah. Oh, one of the things they did for 22 RTs is the ambient air temperature sensor is sitting in a new location, and you should get more real temperatures now with they said it's like for idle performance. You know, you get stuck in traffic and you get an elevated, I mean, these do way better than any of the other Spyders from the past. Way better. But still, if you get stuck in traffic, it gives you an unrealistic high ambient air temperature. But it sticks it way down low. They're up high and kind of in the nose, and I think it picks up, you know, the rising heat from the radiators themselves, and that little cavity must collect some of that heat. Again, they're way better than they ever were, like the old twins. Oh man, them things would skyrocket, and going, yep, that's not the temperature. It's kind of like the Himalayas with that temperature gauge where they put it. Yeah, no matter what, that thing's reading way higher than what it is. It even tells you in the manual, if you want to know what the ambient air temperature is using that sensor, set the bike somewhere where it can cool off. They tell you right out of the gate. it doesn't really work. And then they put them in the back, around the back fender area, and that's better than they were, but still it's not right. They still read high. It's like yesterday, I think when I was riding around, it was saying something like it was 69 degrees outside. Man, it wasn't even close to that. Poor old Himalayan. I heard a little bit of a detonation sound there. I know he's not running regular gas in this thing. I sure hope not. Man, gas prices have jumped and it ain't slowing down. Driving that Acura, holy moly. But the thing gets about the same miles per gallon as a CRV, so 6 one, half a dozen the other. It just puts miles on it. But the nice thing, the tank is big enough that, you know, I can make 3 trips to work with it, which is nice. You're not stopping every other night, every third night. But the price of the gas is what, 20 cents? Is it 20 cents? I thought actually more than that. Or whatever, it's definitely higher. And you know, you're doing 3 days worth of fuel in one shot. Might have to buy some scooters and take that 2 or 3 hour drive to work on back roads. Man, imagine what kind of day that'd give you. It would sure be fun. What's funny is the mileage doesn't go that much higher when you take all the back roads. It's just you're on the slower back roads. It is nice though. You can all see the sky. I probably took this one through here last time. If I did, I don't remember. Get that oil. She's easily up to temp now, but I like to dump them when they're hot. But you gotta be careful with these things. If you, sometimes they'll splash into one of those pans, and I mean they got a drain hole for it, but they can leave little drips on the ground, and I end up having to pull the pan apart and literally cussing myself because I did it too quick. I don't know if I don't think he's a curb scooper guy. Them things still crack me up. And I'll see the skies, man. I sure missed the one we had. Oh, and they changed, you know, that goofy, it's actually a piece of air hose that they use to lock the master cylinder down that you pull out of the way to get to the oil filter on these things. Now it's got a fancy little spring that's easy to pop out for 22. Fit and finish is better throughout. Trying to think of all the things. Tons of stuff they changed. Bunch of fit and finish stuff. Even better yet, the rear ride height sensor has changed. It's basically recalibrated the arms a different length, and of course now that I think about it, you know, I can't remember all the different things. The F3's got basically nothing. I don't think, I mean, the RTs outsell the F3s, man, considerably. Because you're basically getting the F3 with extreme comfort. So, yeah, it doesn't even make any sense to get the F3 anymore, but people still want them, I guess. Barely. Because we end up, just like we did last year, that was the last ones we had, and had to give them away. RTs, they blow out of here. All you gotta do is ride one. I know they're more expensive, but you ride one, you'll figure out a way to afford it, I can guarantee you, because it is worth every penny. And big old floorboards you can move around wherever you want. Yeah, big difference. And the handling. Ooh, these things are a rocket. You ride these things way faster than you have any business riding a deadgum Spyder. Until you mod them up. Just leave them stock. I promise you, leave them stock. The gear wires dangling in there. Oh, Jesus. Grant, good Lord.
Been out hot riding.
Give me a dadgum heart attack. Not that I'm skittish at all. I'm gonna set this thing right here for a second. Alright, thanks for coming along for the rip. Well, Mama,
Yes, sir.
today is Vancouver's 5:05 sunset. I don't know what it is in Toledo, probably 5:06, 5:07, something.
Uh-huh.
Is that a little bright there, woman?
Yeah, that's a little bright.
Anyway, it turned out to be a wonderful day.
It did.
So, on that, let's bounce and head north.
Sounds good, hubba.
All right, let's roll.
All right.
Beautiful blue skies, sunset, and then this. Come on now. Don't mess this up on the way home. Well, hello there, YouTube. So we're going to try to get home and do a goodbye out there in the daylight, but then clouds came and
It got dark.
sucked the light right out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about doing it anyway, but you can hear the dogs. That Sasha out there barking. She's saying, I want to eat.
Yeah, she goes,
hear
it's time. I
Your
hear
dad
you
on
talking.
the porch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that was nice to get a test ride on a Spyder.
That's way cool.
Got in, got the oil and filter changed, and the tires. I got to put the tire on the bike or a wheel on the bike, but it's just moments from being done. It was a very Spyder day today.
It's good.
It kind of bounces around. Spyders and Beamers,
Yep, you just never
BRP
know.
and BMW.
Yep, it's the B&B.
Yeah. Super nice out though.
It's beautiful.
All the way
day.
home till towards the end. I think there's a storm or something coming, or at least rain, and I think that's what we're seeing coming from the west. Is the next front slipping on in?
Yeah, she's gonna get wet.
Yeah, back to the war wagon tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sasha. She's determined out there, isn't she?
Yeah, because I hear you and I want in now.
Yeah. All right. On that, I think we're gonna bounce.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
Alright, we see you in the morning.
Until then.
Yes.
All right. Bye bye now.
Bye.